Welcome to this presentation of UPSL Soccer Action, live on YouTube and presented by the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
Good afternoon once again, and welcome back to the UPSL Women's National Finals here at the Kansas City Current Training Grounds. We have an amazing match for you coming up. Katy Jaguars taking on Texas Spurs. It is a all-Texas affair. Lady Jaguars coming from the Texas South region in Katy, Texas. Texas Spurs coming from the Texas North region in Allen, Texas. This is the last match of the Group A lineup for both the Jaguars and the Spurs. Larry Weber bringing you all the action for this matchup. Take a look at how both of these two teams have fared here in this tournament. The Spurs are 1 loss, 1 draw. Lady Jaguars have 2 draws. Spurs lost to the Alley Cats 1-0 and drew with FC Florida 0-0. When it comes to Lady Jaguars, they were 1-1 with the Alley Cats, and also with FC Florida was 0-0. So these two teams about ready to get underway. Fist bumps all around for both teams with the center officials. And we'll get underway here at the Kansas City grounds here on an absolutely beautiful Saturday afternoon. Hope everyone is enjoying themselves and enjoying all this coverage of the UPSL Women's Division inaugural national championship. It's the inaugural season of the UPSL Women's Division. These 8 teams have represented themselves and the UPSL admirably. Getting the coin flip between the two teams right now. This match, when it comes to the referees, Anthony Sobolewski is our center official. Sydney Hammett and Alex Smith are our ARs. And our 4th official is actually not listed in our information. I can see him, but he's not listed in our information. Very happy for all the work that our referee staffs have done for us for this tournament. The other match is going on across the parking lot for Group B. FC Florida are taking on the Albany Alley Cats. If the Alley Cats are to win, they could find themselves in the finals tomorrow and have an opportunity to lift that trophy and call themselves national champions. Last-minute work there with referee staff. Remember that we are having 2 40-minute halves. Each team can have up to 9 substitutions per match. The Lady Jaguars will be in the all-yellow kits. The Texas Spurs will be in the blue with white trim kits. As it looks right now, it looks like the Lady Jaguars are going to be moving from right to left. Texas Spurs are going to be moving from left to right. Just about to get underway. You can see that brand new Voigt ball sitting there on the touchline. Voigt, the official match ball sponsor of the UPSL. And it's going to be Texas Spurs that are going to get us underway. Jordan Colbert over the ball, ready to get us started. And let's get underway here at the Kansas City current training grounds. And Cinia immediately moving the ball over to the right-hand side. Keep an eye again on number 11, Alex Gerardo Negret. She had 11 goals on the season for the Lady Jaguars. As I said yesterday, the Lady Jaguars come into this tournament 7-1-2, scoring 30 goals, allowing 5. Texas Spurs, they come into this match come into this this tournament 6-2-0, scored 18 goals, allowed 2. Here's a chance for the Lady Jaguars right off the bat, coming in, take the shot, and a goal. Is it? No, it was not. It was over the bar. Woo. The way that looked from here, that almost looked like it went in the back of the net. That was a weird-looking angle. It went to the backside from that corner. That was crazy. We'll look at that on the replay. But that from here, it looked like a goal. Whew. That was crazy. That was in the first 90 seconds. Back underway. Texas Spurs with possession. Both these two teams, they want to get points. They want an opportunity for a chance in either the third place match or in the finals. There's a ball right to the keeper, Adriana Torres. Dropping low. She'll roll it out to her right back. Gives it back to Torres. Torres again out of the back to the captain this time. She'll move it to Encinia. She'll make the turn. Working down that far line. Negret. Nice ball right into the mid. She slides it over. Perfect chance. And that one just not hit with any proper conviction from number 6, Ava Axel, and it'll go out. It'll be a goal kick. Still keep an eye on Ladies Jaguars defender number 8, Hayden Lasita. She has that right arm cast and all wrapped up while she plays. So far it has not been a factor but she definitely cannot go in full speed with a challenge. Here's an opportunity. Shot taken. Over here to the near side. Still in play. Axel across. Back to Axel. That one's deflected off. And that one will go out. It will be a corner for the Lady Jaguars. You can just barely see the corner. It'll be an in-swinger. Right to the near post, cleared away by Texas. Spurs able to come away with it. Lay it off. Now, here comes a moment. Can Torres keep control of it? She gets it back. Tries to cut it across that pass off the mark, but they're going to win it right back. Two teams coming up, 35 highway from Texas. One from the north, one from the south. Here's an opportunity for the Jaguars. She gets past two defenders all alone, right into the arms of keeper. Thrown out here to the near line. Give an opportunity for number 20, Isabella Sabateri, to move the ball forward, and ends up making it all the way to Torres. She will clear it out. Insidia not able to control it. The Spurs will come away with it. Torres will go back to the keeper. Adriana Obar in goal for the Spurs. Can hear the wind on the microphone coming from left to right across the pitch. We will have hydration breaks in both halves. That'll be a throw for the Jaguars. And it is practically at the corner flag. Spurs looking to attack, cleared away by the Jaguars. Ran down. Tatiana Williams moving that ball forward to the rest of Spurs squad. Now up to midfield. Tried to pass, didn't get it right. Rayo's going to try again. She's going to lay it off this time. Abigail Wilson with the pass forward. Now, moving over to the far side, that shot off the mark, out for a goal kick. Back underway here as we're getting through 8 minutes. Still 0-0 is our score between the Texas Spurs and the Lady Jaguars out of Katy, Texas. Rayo will go back. Come over across to Williams. Taken off of her. Now an attack by the Lady Jaguars. She has a step, holds up, gets around the defender, drops her to the ground. Deflected off of the defender. That was a sensational opportunity for the Katy Jaguars. She won that ball in the midfield, almost got away from the defense. And Cinia coming across, trying to get it to Negrete, and that ball is going to bounce off, and it's going to be a foul. See here really quick. Drops the first defender, goes to take it, deflected off, and almost had an opportunity there. That ball from Obar is going to make it all the way back to her goalkeeper rival on the other side of the pitch. Over to the captain. She'll go over to the far side. That pass off the mark now. The Spurs, they have a chance. That one deflected. And out will be a throw. That one deflected off of Lucida. Be a throw for the Texas Spurs. See if they are able to utilize a long throw. And indeed, they decide to just go short to Rayo. Into the box and all the way through. Torres is just able to get a touch on it. It goes out. It'll be a throw. But she needs to get back. Now she throws it up in the air to try to give herself a little bit of leeway as she came all the way back out to the box. Lost it to Colbert. Cleared by the Jaguars. And on an absolute sprint, has possession. Insignia has it. She tries to make the turn. That one shielded off again by the Spurs. Good work there by Lucida. Goes to Torres, though. Torres will go over here to the near side. Deflected off of the Lady Jaguar. Back and forth, these two teams. Negrete trying to hold off. And no conversation there, letting know that number 11 was right there for the Spurs, took the ball. Now, here's an opportunity right in front of goal. Adriana Torres is there. Keep an eye on number 9, Yesenia Ayala. She came away with that challenge against number 20, Isabella Sabateri, and she came the worst for the wear off of that challenge. Took her a moment to get herself put back together. She looks to be back in good spirits, but keep an eye on her because I think she took a little bit of a knock there. Another ball towards goal, but it is off the mark. It'll go out for a goal kick for the Lady Jaguars. Still 0-0 between the Lady Jaguars and the Texas Spurs here at the Kansas City Training Grounds, Kansas City Current, here in Riverside, Missouri. Just off the mark from the Missouri River on the border of the Kansas-Missouri state line. Part of the revitalization here in the Riverside area. This $18 million facility coming along with a brand new outdoor amphitheater that is being built just a few meters down the road. You can almost, you can see the crane just off behind the training grounds over there on the right of your screen. Here's a wonderful opportunity for the Jaguars, and she was offsides. Going to go ahead and do the hydration break a little early in this matchup, it appears. Look at the weather as it stands for this matchup, this being the third of our 4 matches here at the Kansas City Currents Training Grounds. It is 93 degrees, 13-mile-an-hour winds. Sometimes it is gusting up to 17. So a good steady wind doesn't make it feel as warm as it appears, but you also have to remember with this artificial turf, that turf is going to feel closer to about 100 degrees for these girls. Feels like 97, it says. Like I said, this will be the third of the 3 matches that these teams play here at the Currents Training Grounds. Been very delightful to see all of these teams representing the UPSL women's division as we kick off the inaugural season. 2026 season has already started to build, and we already have more than double the teams that made the commitment for this season throughout the nation. This tournament is only going to get stronger as the seasons come along. This is also round of 16 for the UPSL men's national tournament. 2 other matches have been going on here on the UPSL YouTube channel. You might have been able to see Tennessee Tempo taking on Asheville FC and a New York Braveheart SC taking on Lynchburg FC. Their final 4 of that tournament will be later in the early part of August. It'll be over at Irvine, California. If you want to see who is going to make it to the Final 4, you got to keep your eye right on this UPSL YouTube channel. Catch all that action. Spurs trying to get something positive here after the hydration break. Torres moving it forward with Colbert, gives it to Rayo. Rayo gives it over. Pass, trying to get it. Shot, and it's in! There it is for the Texas Spurs. Offsides was called. And it's that last pass where the offsides came from. A little bit of a delay in making the call. But up from here, it did look like that last pass that Porto completed, it did look like she was offsides. We can watch the replay here in just a moment. Now the Jaguars, they look to catch the Spurs off of a high of thinking that they had scored the goal. It's going to be a throw for the Lady Jaguars. Bouncing around. Insidia is going to win it off of Torres. She sends it low and slow to Obar. She's easily able to control that ball. Sent forward. Torres able to head that down in center circle. Cleared away for a throw for Texas Spurs. Surveys the field. Good throw in for the Spurs here in the 21st minute. Remember, only 40 minutes in these halves for this tournament. So many games that the women have to play. Give them a little bit of a break with this absolute scorcher of a weekend. No rain in the forecast, but the blanket of clouds that we had in the first round here in the morning, that has all gone away, and now it is nothing but sunny skies and heat. It'll be a foul and a free kick for the Jaguars. Able to get around. That one deflected off of Torres, cleared. Torres gets it back, settles it. Over to the far side. She holds up, allows a shield. Here comes the Spurs, but that one just a little too far. Allows for the keeper, Torres, to easily control it. She will send a long ball out through the heavens. Sent right back. Package undelivered from the Spurs. Hard challenge there, still in play, no foul. Shot taken, almost on frame. Adriana Torres having to get acrobatic just to be on the safe side. Dangerous pass right across the mouth of goal from Lasita, but she got out of that one. Captain for the Jaguars sends one forward. Foul. Jaguars with the ball. Over to the far side, down the line. Negrete is able to let that ball run. She's going to run it down into space, right at the edge of the box, trying to slide it across, but Torres is there to win it. Insidia never had a chance to get to it. Lasita will lift a ball forward. Oh, a nice little flick from the Lady Jaguars, just not able to get there around the defender, and she'll just toe poke it out. That way the Spurs will be in a very dangerous place. Axel did a fantastic job. Ava Axel, number 6. Torres passed it back, but passed it behind her teammate, so she had to run it down. She was in a tight angle, was able to release it, but just barely. Now the Spurs getting out of a jam. Colbert, she goes down. She's going to earn the foul. Spurs having to fight out of a very, very tight window there. That pass that Margot had sent to Sabateri was not good and put her in a really, really uncomfortable space in that corner. She was able to work out of it. Ball sent forward. Spurs able to control it for a second before Lucida clears. Axel is able to tackle that one away. And that will be a foul committed on Sabateri. It is 25 minutes into this match. It is still 0-0 between the Texas Spurs and the Katy Jaguars. That pass cut off by the Spurs. Looking to advance the ball into an opportunity. Rayo deflected off of Lucida and out. It'll be a throw for the Spurs. So far, all of these matches, -1, have been extremely close, if not a draw. A lot of 1-0, 2-1 kind of matches. The only match of any difference was that opening match between the Steamers and Little Rock Rangers, where the score was 5-0. Everything else has been as close as you can cut it. That ball out. It'll be a throw for the Spurs right at their bench. Now here's an opportunity for the Spurs. They have space. Rayo making her way to the edge of the box. She's in. Tackled by the captain. No foul. Great tackle there by Ortega. And she will send one long. It was a beautiful tackle. Little back heel there from the Spurs player. Coming all the way over here to the near side, controlled. Porto goes over to Torres. Porto will get it back. She'll think about making the turn. Not able to do it, but she's going to win it. And a little bit of extracurricular between the two players. Ayala and Porto just getting a little bit of a talk to. We were just talking before this matchup just about how professional all of these teams have been and no real physicality between the sides. And then you bring two teams from Texas together. Sabateri, she'll cut it across to Torres. Torres will lift it towards into the box. There's an opportunity! Saved there by Adriana Torres. Good settle there by the Spurs. That one off the wrong side of Porto. And Torres, with the outside of her boot, was able to send that one up to Axel. Ava makes her way around Sabateri, but not able to keep possession. Sabateri is really causing issues between these two left-sided players for the Katy Jaguars. Both number 6, Ava Axel, and number 9, Yesenia Ayala, really struggling. It appears we're going to have an official second hydration break. This is generally when the hydration breaks would happen. I was surprised at the first one being so early, but with how hot it is, being 96 degrees, they went ahead and went for 2 hydration breaks. So we'll get a little bit of extra stoppage time to account for these hydration breaks. Understandable as warm it is. We're just sitting under a tent in a makeshift press box. These girls are out there under Mother Nature's wrath. Also, this being both of these teams' second match of the day, don't want to dehydrate these girls out to the point to where they will not be able to compete tomorrow if they are able to make it to either the third place match or the finals match. We'll know who's going to be playing which match after the second match that you'll see during the 7 o'clock kickoff. That'll probably kick off at 7:15 this morning. All the games, the second games got pushed back 15 minutes. We would assume that that's probably going to be the case again for the second match. We'll also find out who the teams are going to be playing tomorrow and when those kickoffs will be tomorrow. But they will all be live right here on the UPSL YouTube channel. Make sure you like and subscribe so that you get all notifications. You let you know when we are going live here on the UPSL YouTube channel. Coming back from the hydration break. Thank you everybody who is watching from around the world. Sure, we have a lot of viewership in Texas right now. Hope everybody's doing well down in Texas. A lot of water down there. A lot of flooding. This area, 30 years ago, we know exactly what happened to you guys just 30 years ago. This same spot where we're sitting was under 30 feet of water. A unbelievable flood from the Missouri River. Historical flood, completely encased this entire region right here underwater. Even the highway was underwater. Army Corps of Engineers spent a couple decades revitalizing, getting everything up, and now everyone is revitalizing and bringing this area back to life. And this Kansas City Current training facility is just the start. Torres able to be there in front of Colbert. She will clear that ball out yet again. We are in the 34th minute now. Like I said, we will go to 40 and we will have stoppage time. At least 2 minutes of stoppage time, I would say, with the hydration breaks. We'll have those same hydration breaks the next half. Forward to Rayo. She hits the brakes. Ayala fully committing to the sliding challenge. Nice long ball out from Torres, and Cinia able to try to flick it over to a teammate. Not going to be able to do so. Spurs get possession. Spurs trying to attack Colbert, trying to fight past both players, goes down, clear. Lasita able to tackle that ball away from Colbert. Another player down for the Spurs, turns, looks at the ref because she wants a foul, and that one from Rayo is going to go wide, or Salvatore, excuse me, is going to go wide for a goal kick. Chaos going on in the Lady Jaguars box, but everybody comes out away. Colbert holding her shoulder a little bit. Seta sends it forward. Ayala is able to get it. Seta again. She loses it to Sabateri. Now there's a ball with Sabateri leaving the space. Now there's an opportunity, and she is going to earn the foul. Number 14, Knox. And she took one of those herself. Allows number 15 to come up to take this free kick. Madeline Rodriguez, she holds it off and lets Mystique Ortega, the captain, send this one forward. Torres clears. Axel trying to control it. Colbert loses it. Ortega will go back to Torres, the keeper. Good control of this match. Lady Jaguars have had a lot of pressure from the Spurs. Been able to control it so far. Be a throw for the Jaguars. Brett locates that Voigt ball. Again, Voigt is the match ball sponsor of the UPSL. That ball is going to go out and be a throw for the Spurs. 37 minutes have gone. Spurs tried to gain a couple extra yards, as all players try. Get the ball back a little bit farther, what the center official wants, and back underway. That's a nice little flick, but Negrete wins it. Gets around the first woman, not able to get around the second. It'll go out. It'll be a corner for the Lady Jaguars. Be an opportunity for them late in this first half. It'll be Negrete who will take this. It'll be another outswinger. Into the box, past all of the teammates. They got to run it down. Axel's able to get there. Ayala and her collide. Ayala wanted her to lay off the ball to her, not going to do it. She'll get it back. Savaret is there to cut that pass off. Good ball over the top. Rayo is on. She's trying to get past Torres. She's able to do so, slides it through, and she hits the outside netting and is unable to get the Spurs on the board. Another frantic defensive work by the Lady Jaguars, and Torres is down. We'll take a look really quick at that challenge, and you can see as this ball is sent forward and Rayo is onside, she controls it, gets around Torres, and as Torres tries to recover and goes down, and you can see in a lot of discomfort. It looks like potentially abdomen that she's in discomfort about. And this is right at the end of normal regulation. So this will potentially add to our stoppage, and she looks like she's kind of reaching for her left shoulder, kind of in her collarbone area. I didn't see anything that would be in regards to that. Let's take a look one more time. See, as this ball is forward, I don't see anything that would have jumped out to me that would show the discomfort, but she is in a lot of pain. Maybe even a potential if she could have partially dislocated her left arm, maybe. The question is going to be, does the Lady Jaguars, do they have a backup keeper? You see her, she is holding on to that left arm. Has it tucked in tight. She's having a conversation with captain. Center official calling both teams back onto the pitch. And you can see, yeah, it looks like they're literally attempting to pop her left shoulder back into socket. Great scenes here from our camera crew. And it might have been just the way that she extended herself. And we're almost to halftime. You would think that she would get some extra training and recovery in the locker room at halftime. She looks like she's okay, at least at the moment, but she's in a lot of discomfort. Lasita will be the one that will get this goal kick back underway. 1 minute. He only shows 1 minute of stoppage time, does the center official. Cleared away by the Jaguars. Colbert not able to control that, but Rayo has it. That pass deflected off of Rodriguez. It'll be a throw for the Spurs. Another opportunity for the Spurs. Can they put one on the board before the end of this first half? You can see Torres keeping that left arm to her side. Doesn't even use it to pick up the ball for that goal kick. Goal punt. Through, and it'll go all the way to the back. That's going to end it for the first half here against these two teams. We go to half with the score. It is the Katy Jaguars nil, the Texas Spurs nil. We will go to half, allow you get an opportunity to get a tasty beverage and a snack. Come back for the second 40. It is Katy Jaguars nil, Texas Spurs nil. Welcome back to the Kansas City Current Training Grounds here in Riverside, Missouri for this UPSL Women's National Finals. It's Katy Jaguars nil, Texas Spurs nil. Larry Weber bringing you all the action here at the training grounds. It has been a very, very warm afternoon. This is the second of our double headers today. We had 2 matches this morning, 2 matches this afternoon, and we're going to get us underway here in just a few minutes, and we are going to bring you this second 40 for the girls and see if we can step away and have a potential winner of this match. Remember, there are 2 40-minute halves. We are going to have hydration break for this match. Just about to get underway. The other match that is going on across the park at halftime, it was the Alley Cats nil, FC Florida nil. It'll be the Katy Jaguars that are going to get us underway here in the second half. There we are, underway for the second 45. That one will go out. It will be a throw for the Lady Jaguars. You can already see that Adriana Torres is back out there in goal. Looks like she got some recovery and is good to go. That'll be a handball. Just not able to keep control of it is the Jaguars. This one will go back to Lasita. She'll give it to Torres. Torres will send it into the afternoon sky here in Riverside. Good, solid tackle there by number 16 for Texas Spurs. Not an allowing, and there's a foul committed on Rayo. And this is going to be a dangerous, dangerous opportunity for the Texas Spurs. This ball is only about 25 yards out. And it'll be Margaret Torres, who is over the ball. 2-woman wall is right inside the box over there on the far side. Here comes the attempt. Lifted into the box. Bouncing through, still a chance. Torres is there. She grabs it with both hands. And sent long. Torres receives it. Again, Rayo given an opportunity for Colbert to run it on, but she would have been offsides. Jaguars send one out, headed in the right direction. Axel has it. Hits the brakes. Lays it off. Lifted towards the box. And that one will go out. It will be a goal kick for the newly entered keeper for the Spurs. Number 31, Terry Chofo is who's on for the Texas Spurs. It's our first opportunity to see Chofo. Working down the far line is the Spurs. Good challenge with Ayala and Rayo. Shot right into Torres. Able to receive it. She will send one out, but right again to Torres for the Spurs. As Palka trying to work around that midfield, not able to do so. Insignia is going to recover it for the Jaguars. She's through center circle, has Eichers to spake to moves forward. Hits the brakes. Elects to come back, makes the solid wide turn, takes the shot. Oh, what a goal for Lady Jaguars. An absolute work there. You can hear the fans. Maya Insignia with an amazing goal. Take a look at this one more time. She receives the ball, goes all the way through the midfield, goes through center circle, hits the brakes, makes a very wide turn, gets back into a position, takes the shot over the newly entered keeper, and it's in the back of the net. And now the Lady Jaguars take a 1-0 lead. Fantastic individual effort there from Maya Insignia, number 30. That goal right there may help them make it to tomorrow's matches. Trying to counter immediately, and it's in the back of the net. Immediately right back there into the back of the net. Another individual effort. This time it's Alexa Bezpalko who puts one on the board for the Texas Spurs. Something that we like to categorize as hashtag response time. The first 5 minutes after a team goes up, you're susceptible to an auto goal, and right there, Bezpalko puts one past Torres, and it is now 1-1. After a 0-0 draw at halftime, we are all caught up. Only just a couple minutes into this second half. We are already 1-1. That one, Colbert not able to get the pass right. Torres rolls it out. Lady Jaguars got to celebrate for about 60 seconds before Alexa Bezpalko took it on herself to get the Texas Spurs all equal at 1. Nice ball into open space for Axel to move forward. She's on a chance. Shot taken, dribbles by, and out for a goal kick. Number 14, Fox, she wanted an opportunity for that ball. Not able to get so. Sub for the Spurs. And a sub for the Lady Jaguars as well, once they are ready to allow that substitution. To be a goal kick taken back underway. No way that you can put that first goal on Chofo coming in goal, as that was just a beautiful goal from an individual effort from Maya and Cinia. And then Alexa Bispalco decided to try the same. And that is a hard challenge, and it's going to be a foul right outside the box by the captain, Mystique Ortega. And this is going to be a dangerous, dangerous opportunity for Texas Spurs to take the lead, because this one is just outside, only centimeters out of the box. Right there, just taking the Spurs player down was Ortega. You would expect that it's going to be Margaret Torres that is going to take this for the Spurs. Like I said, both of these teams, you look at their goal scoring opportunities coming into this tournament. Torres lifts it. Great save there by Adriana Torres. But you look at these two teams coming into this tournament, the Jaguars significantly more goals, 30 goals, whereas the Spurs only had 18. But this is going to be an opportunity for a corner for the Spurs. Here comes an outswinger. Tried to hit it, unable to do so. Rayo takes a shot, not able to get it through. Now, here comes the counterattack. Knox on the run. Past midline, slows up, decides to keep it going. Sends it forward, and offsides was the Jaguars. Alex Negrete just could not keep her run from momentum past that defensive line. 2 substitutions ready to go for the Jaguars. Caitlin Harless coming off, and number 13, Jenna Lytle coming off. Carly Merrick coming on in the midfield. That ball will go out. It'll be a throw. Also, Leslie Gonzalez coming on. She's got her first touch of the match with that throw. Gonzalez will take it. Thrown in, right back to her. Tries to sneak one into the box, unable to do so. She will challenge Bezpalco, the goal scorer. Torres makes the turn. Lasita not able to control that challenge. Now Colbert, she's onside, and Torres having to clear that ball. She goes down, a little bit of a challenge, but back over on the far side, Knox loses the ball, cleared away. Still in the path of the Lady Jaguars. Controlled. Negrete trying to come up to assist as Bispalco took the ball off of them. It'll be a throw for the Lady Jaguars. Adriana Torres, she is putting in a shift as she keeps getting taken down. That time she was taken down being stepped on. And it'll be Colbert that is going to be coming off for the Texas Spurs. Just couldn't see her coming off there with the camera angle. This will be a throw for the Lady Jaguars. Negrete is able to be there and keep it in. It'll be knocked out, and it'll be a throw. It was number 15. Who came on, Kelsey Sheldon. She is the captain of the Spurs. That is who came on just a minute ago for Colbert. That one right off of Bispalco. Negrete has it. Lifted towards the ball. And Cinia with an acrobatic attempt to try to make it two. And that's going to be a hydration break for the teams. Take a look at that opportunity just a second ago from Insignia. See, as this ball is deflected off of Bispalco, Negrete going around the defender, puts it into the box, tries the fancy attempt, just off the mark. So we have our first hydration break of the second half here in the 56th minute. Currently 1-1 between the Katy Jaguars and the Texas Spurs. Look at the weather update from the second half here. You can see that it's 93 degrees. Temperature has been climbing as this match has gone on. 20-mile-an-hour gust of wind has increased as well. The wind makes you forget how warm it is right now. Feels like 99. Add on a few extra degrees, so that artificial turf is probably getting closer to more like 100, 110. So it is a hot and tough match out there for these girls. That's why we have these extended hydration breaks. Katy Jaguars already coming back from the bench, getting ready to get back in play. Underway here, Katy Jaguars and Texas Spurs. Spurs trying to put another one past these Lady Jaguars, see if they can make it a wear way into the finals tomorrow. Negrete sliding it across all the way through the box, cleared away by Savateri. Let me spit it out properly. Now here comes the Texas Spurs. Bouncing through in the midfield. Sent long. Now, Negrete. Trying to work around the defender. She's able to do so. Trying to get all the way clear to bring this ball into the box. Able to do so over on the backside. Saved by the keeper. Chofo had to get that one right because that one was deflected off of number 20. Savateri. Just checking on all the players that collided. Looks like everybody is going to be okay. Trainer come on to check on them. And it was Axel who got the worst of the wear there. They're going to let her right back onto the pitch as she collided with Sabateri and Chofo. We'll take a look at the replay in just a moment. Torres will clear one out. Spurs have to run that one down in the defense. Negrete trying to challenge Torres, but she calmly passed that to the pack. Bespalco trying to get there. She is going to be able to get there onside. Working into the box. Shot taken. Save there by Torres. She will send one long. Straight up into the air. Controlled again the second time. Axel trying to do it again. Ava Axel. That one will go out. She'll get a throw. There will be substitutions for both sides. It'll be the end of the day for Madeline Rodriguez for Jaguars and Margaret Torres coming off for the Spurs. Margaret Torres is replaced by number 5. And I believe it was number 18 who came on for the Lady Jaguars. That one deflected right off the newly entered number 5, Pinkston. That will be a foul. Lycidia will come up to take this for the Lady Jaguars. Wind really starting to kick up. You can hear it on our field microphone. Definitely feeling that 20-mile-an-hour wind right now. Bouncing and out for a goal kick. Or I'm sorry, that'll be a corner because that came off the defender. It will be Negrete with another in swinger. Into the box, bouncing through, tried to get a little bit of a touch on it to put it on frame, was Carly Merrick. Almost had that one. It'll be a goal kick for Chofo. Over the top of Axel. Good win there by Gonzalez. But they are able to get control of it is Spurs. Lose it right as they get to center circle. Knox is not going to be able to get there as Chofo is about 30 yards in front of her. She will control it. 64 minutes have gone. 1-1. Katy Jaguars, Texas Spurs here at the Kansas City Current training grounds in Riverside, Missouri. Straight up and through center circle. Lasita sends it back. Spurs still have control, though. Sheldon was sending one, but goes right back, and in an offside position was Knox. Matches for tomorrow will be later in the evening, from what we are hearing. We'll give you an exact time when those two matches are going to happen in our second match, as this is the first of two matches here for the evening doubleheader, the evening segment of this tournament. That'll be a Texas possession. A lot of these teams traveling very, very far to get here to be a part of this tournament. Good control by Gonzalez. She's able to head that forward and then send it to Knox. Knox unable to pass it to a teammate. Now Axel has got to run this down. Try to challenge with Gonzalez. She goes down. It'll be a foul committed by the Spurs. Number 3 is called for the foul. Lauren King called for the foul. And then it was going to be Mystique Ortega who's going to get us back underway here in the 67th minute. So just about 13 minutes plus whatever stoppage we're going to get. I would assume probably not going to get more than 1, maybe 2 minutes. Foul going to be committed by Bezpalka. She's not sure exactly what the infraction was. Sheldon, she has it, gives it right back over to Bezpalka. She's got around 2 players. She goes down. It's going to be a penalty for the Texas Spurs. She was holding up play. Gets the 2 players to sandwich and commit to the penalty, and a yellow card going to be issued to Gonzalez. Take a look at this again. Receives the ball over here on the near side, and it's going to be Gonzalez that's going to collide enough, makes enough contact that is going to give the center official no choice but to make this a penalty. Now it's going to be on the injured Adriana Torres. Can she come up big and make the stop? This one is going to be taken by number 13, Juliet Rayo. Can she put one past and extend a new lead for the Spurs? They came from behind to equalize. Can they take the lead? Rayo easily slots it in the right side and takes the lead for the Texas Spurs. You see Rayo absolutely calm as you would like it. Gets the call, steps up, and just easily puts that one by. And you would have to say that you would assume that she would put it over on the left-hand side with that left arm being the injured arm of Adriana Torres. And a substitution coming on for the Spurs. So goals from Bezpalka and from Rayo, and it is now 2-1 for the Spurs over the Lady Jaguars. And Cinia trying to get a brace, but that one is deflected off. It will go to Chofo. Coming into this match, both of these teams needing points in the winning column. The Jaguars had 2 draws. Spurs had a loss and a draw. Both of these teams needing to win to extend their weekend. That ball going all the way back to Torres. And nothing that center official could do. He had to make that call. As you could easily see Gonzalez colliding with the feet of Bezpalka, earning the penalty. Another substitution coming on for the Spurs. I said beforehand this match, and they're going to go ahead and do the second hydration break here in the 71st minute. Go back and we'll look at how that penalty was created. And you can see here, as this ball was received by Bezpalka, gets past the first challenge and just kind of pulled and collided in the ankles with Gonzalez, and there's just nothing that the center official can do. You have to call that. That's a clear-cut penalty. Water break here. We just told you that it is currently 93 degrees here in Riverside, Missouri. And we are feeling the full extent of Mother Nature summer here in the Midwest at the Kansas City Currents training ground facility here in Riverside, Missouri. My name is Larry Weber, bringing you all the action right here on the UPSL YouTube channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe to see all this content. Not only the women's national finals, but the men's national finals are going on right now. You got a chance to catch a couple of those matches today. New York Braveheart SC taking on Lynchburg FC. Tennessee Tempo taking on Asheville FC in the round of 16. That tournament will make its way into the Final Four over in Irvine, California in just a few weeks. And this broadcast team, ASMG, will be on hand here in just about a week for the winner of that Tennessee Tempo Asheville FC to take on the winner of the Florida side of the match, of the bracket. We'll find ourselves all the way down in Georgia, down in, find our way at Peachtree City at MOBA Stadium. Whoever makes it to that next round. See if it's Lakeland or Miami United that will take on either Tennessee or Asheville. Lasita will send it back to Ortega here in the 74th minute. Just about 7 minutes plus stoppage time to see if the Lady Jaguars can equalize. Can the Jaguars in this tournament with 3 draws? Axel was offside. Center official allowed play to continue. Ortega will send another long ball. Knox trying to get there. Enough of a contact to clear it. Bezpalka now, she's on the march. Making her way down the near line, coming centrally into the pitch, lays it off. Shot taken by Sheldon, and that one's off the mark and out for a goal kick. And Torres will let Lasita take this goal kick. Just about 5 more minutes. Can the Jaguars find that equalizer? Bouncing through the midfield, back into possession of the Spurs. Trying to find a space. Sheldon loses possession to Ortega. The 2 captains. Negrete lays it off, sent long. Knox is going to try to get there. She's already past the defender. Makes the turn. Stood up, was able to send it into the box, deflected. Insidia's there. She's got it. It's in. And look at that. Maya Insidia gets the equalizer. Mistake there by the defense of the Texas Spurs leads to Maya Insidia's brace. And you see right there that ball coming in, deflected right across. All of the defenders had pulled away. And Maya Insidia puts it into the back of the net for the equalizing 2-2 score. Wow, it has been action-packed this second half. We came into this second 40 with it 0-0. Goal by Insidia, and then goals first by Bezpalka and then by Rayo. And now a new goal by Insidia, and it is 2-2. Ball's lifted forward for Bezpalka to run it down. She's able to keep it in. Actually, she was not. They called it out. I can't see the line. A couple fans are in the way from me seeing the touchline when that went out. Still a chance. Works around that challenge from Gonzalez. And another penalty. Another penalty is called on the Lady Jaguars. No, he's just going to call the foul. It's just outside, just outside. She was in the box when he called it. I thought he was going to call a penalty the way that he was pointing. But it is only centimeters out of the box. We'll take a look at the replay here in just a minute. It's going to be a 3-woman wall for the Jaguars. It is the captain, Kelsey Sheldon, over the ball. It is literally centimeters off of the line of the box. Torres gets the wall set up. She's also got Ortega, her captain, on the near post. Here comes from Sheldon. And that one all the way through and out for a goal kick. So the Lady Jaguars get away with that one. Take a look at the replay. You can see again as this ball bounces around and moves forward on the march. As she gets right there, she is taken down by Lasita, but comes away. Now, the woman of the hour, Insidia, for the Lady Jaguars. Tries to bring it across, cleared away by the Spurs. Lady Jaguars have 3 players up ready to come on as we are in the 79th minute. Wanting to bring on some fresh legs just to see this match out, to see their 3rd draw of this contest. Who is coming off? Negrete is coming off. Knox is coming off. The goal scorer, Insignia, coming off. So they replace the entire front line. Approaching the 80th minute. How many extra minutes of stoppage time? Newly entered number 28, unable to control that ball. Viana Leones. Now, Gonzalez will send one forward. Taken down, but still in control of the Jaguars. Advantage was played. But that pass, just a little too slow, allows the Spurs to clear it. Plays back to Ortega. Ortega surveys the field. She'll send one long. Spurs control it. Sheldon will take a hard challenge. She'll earn the foul. Alexa Blake colliding with Sheldon. Back in play, Alexa will head that one over to a teammate. Taken off of her. Gonzalez not able to get their best Palka. And just poked away from Bezpalka. It will be a corner for the Spurs late in this match. We have made it into stoppage time. I did not see a notification from the center official of what the stoppage time is going to be. Lots of subs. Into the box we go. Headed down by Bezpalka. Lasita clears it. She'll be fouled. Could not see who it was that fouled Lasita. She'll receive it so that she can clear this ball out. Not going to expect much in regards to stoppage time. Bouncing through. It is moving forward for the Jaguars. She gets around one man, not around the second woman. Now it is the Spurs. Can they get a late goal? Or are they going to allow one? That one making its way all the way over here past the touchline on the near side to be a throw for the Spurs. Melanie Barnes will come up for the throw. Bezpalka will control it. She will lay it off. Over to the far side from Pinkston. Now back to Bezpalka. She has been the source of action here for the Spurs this second half. She gets past the first defender, not able to get that one on frame. Ortega just getting enough of a touch to slow it down. Torres holds up for just a moment. That one bouncing. Good turn there by the Spurs. Barnes just dancing her way through the midfield. Gives it to Sheldon. Sheldon trying to give it back to Barnes. And back into the midfield. Sheldon colliding with the Jaguars, but no foul. Bezpalka receives. Tries to nick it on from Barnes, but Torres is going to get there. Center official with his whistle in the mouth. And that's going to do it. The Lady Jaguars come from behind and get the 2-2 draw. And it is 3 draws in a row for the Lady Jaguars. Texas Spurs, they will end this tournament with 1 loss and 2 draws. We will find out here in just a little bit if that is enough to make it to tomorrow's final 2 matches. And that will end it for this of the beginning of our doubleheader. We'll be back in a few moments for the next of our matches, which will be the Little Rock Rangers taking on Sparta FC. So that will conclude for us for here for now. So we will say make sure that you like and subscribe. We'll catch you here in just a few moments for the second match. And it has been Katy Jaguars 2, Texas Spurs 2.
This has been a presentation of the UPSL. Any use of this broadcast without the written consent of the Atlantic Soccer Media Group is prohibited.